Pakistan is drowning again. But this time the 2025 floods have rewritten history. Heavy pre-monsoon rains, glacial melt from the Hindu Kush mountains and decades of poor urban planning have triggered catastrophic floods across Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Punjab, Sindh and Balochistan. In just weeks, more than 800 lives were lost, nearly 1,000 people injured and millions displaced. The Swat Valley was hit hardest. On July 9th, flash floods swept away tourists, their homes and livestock. Entire families vanished overnight. Rescue 1122, the Pakistan Army NGOs and volunteers all pitched in with boats, drones and helicopters. Yet despite saving thousands, operational failures were admitted. The death toll could have been much higher had it not been for the massive relief operation. But what's the cost of that? More than 1,600 buildings destroyed, major highways cut off and communities isolated by landslides. These floods aren't just one disaster, they're climate warning signs. And this report is from a former sleepy and scenic valley in northwest Pakistan. This is Swat. This is where I was on assignment when the floods hit. What you're looking at on your screen are satellite images of the Swat River. On the left is the normal water level. On the right, what it looked like after the deluge. There was water everywhere. Homes were inundated, roads were washed away and bridges collapsed. It was a scene straight out of an apocalypse movie, and I'm telling you, there were scenes like these all over the affected areas. Let's take a look at some more figures. More than 1.7 million people have been affected across 43 districts in 5 provinces. That's 1.7 million people who've been forced to abandon their homes. They've lost their shelter, their food, their livelihoods. At least 3.3 million acres of crops have been destroyed, which means hundreds of thousands of people will not have enough to eat or sell in the markets. They'll have to migrate to other cities in search of work, and this will not be a short-term crisis. The impacts of these floods will be felt for years, if not decades. The government has declared the affected areas as calamity hit. The Pakistan Army is carrying out relief operations. They're evacuating people from high-risk areas. They're running medical camps, providing food and clean drinking water, even airlifting stranded people to safety. But they're clearly overwhelmed. But this time around, Pakistan needs to focus on long-term climate resilience. If that's not built now, the next flood could be even deadlier.